Welcome into the first Sunday fast break of the season. We are pleased to be joined this year by former Illini Cory Bradford. We're excited to have you as our Illini expert this year. Thanks so much for joining us here in the
It's
studio.
a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, excited to have you. I know this team came into the season with a lot of expectations. You've had the chance to watch a couple of games this year. How have they maybe matched or maybe not quite met some of those expectations?
Well, being a part of this team, the expectations is always high, especially after the wonderful season they had last year. Obviously, that run was stopped shortly in the tournament, but you also can still build from that. And I think with this team this year, with the veteran leadership they have, with the great coaching staff, with the young guys they added to the team, I think they can really make a good run.
You had quite a few successful seasons when you played for this program.
Yeah.
How hard is that, though, to have a great season and sustain that over a period of time? I'm sure Illini fans would love to see Illinois get to, a blue blood status of a team. How hard is that to do?
Well, it's never easy. We always say if it's easy, everyone will be able to do it. But I think the things that we learned obviously in those really good seasons, those always carried on to the next season. We never want to take a step back. We always want to move forward. And it's like that with any winning program. And when you're trying to build a foundation to create that, those are things you have to do. And with that being said, it's pretty much just flat out hold each other accountable.
Yeah, and I know you were at the game yesterday as Illinois took on St. Francis, a little bit of a three-point shooting contest.
Yeah, it was fun
Maybe
to watch.
You wanted to get out there and do a couple yourself, but
Absolutely. I think the team did a magnificent job being poised, being patient, getting in the gaps, hitting guys on time, on target. Kofi's making big presence down low is always great for us. You got to always feed your anchor, and guys just did a great job of stepping up and knocking shots down, and they got a rhythm going.
What kind of player is Kofi Cockburn? I don't think there's a player in college basketball right now that has the same caliber as he does.
It's scary because we haven't even seen how good he really can be. And the fun thing is that we're watching that improvement every game and stuff. So he's always been a big presence. He's taking advantage of what he does best. And also you seeing little mixes and new things he's adding to his game, which is fun to watch.
Awesome. Illinois has a couple more non-conference games before they jump into some Big Ten play. They are 2-0 right now in Big Ten play. How much does that head start help them a little bit as they get ready for this gauntlet that comes in January and February?
The head start is always good because it helps get that momentum, confidence going, especially with a game like against St. Joseph's that they got an unbelievable rhythm going, so they can continue to have that rhythm going on to the bragging rights game, which is one we definitely want to get. We definitely don't want to lose that game, and also hopefully winning that game and having that momentum carry on to the Big Ten season is always huge.
What is it about the bragging rights game that makes it just so special, or maybe just so difficult to win, where maybe tempers are flying a little bit and there's really a lot of emotion involved in it?
It really is. I think it's just I don't know if we just don't like the black and gold color or the mascot. I don't know what it is, but I think it's always fun. It's a huge challenge. It's a great opportunity for both teams. It's a great enjoyment, great environment, as you know, extremely loud. And obviously, like I said, it's a great preparation going into the Big Ten season.
I want to ask you about Trent Frazier and DeMonte Williams as well. To have fifth-year players and who are such veterans for this team, what does that do for this program moving forward as they look to contend for a title this year?
It's always wonderful having veteran leadership because those guys younger than them, they look up to them. They respect them. They know they've been through the wars. They've been through the good times, the bad times, and those players are prime examples of that. They were here when Illinois wasn't doing so well, and they're here now when we're the talk of the town and stuff like that. So I think it's very huge having those guys, and they're doing a great job showing those leadership skills.
How can expectations maybe change the momentum of the season or maybe the feel of the year? I think there was a point, like you just mentioned, where Illinois wasn't the talk of the town. They had to build from the ground up, where this year they do have a lot of expectations. Is there a mental component to that where maybe athletes might struggle or embrace it? What, in your experience, have you learned about a team with a lot of high expectations?
Well, I think it starts from the coaching staff really oozing that mindset into the guys. And then like I said, when we have those two leadership guys that really understands it and know what it takes and know, they've been through the bad and they're aiming for the good, I think those intangible things that they bring to the table, the guys just get together, continue to hold each other accountable. Continue to hold each other accountable. Sure. The wins and losses will always take care of themselves.
Sure. What have you noticed from head coach Brad Underwood and what he's been able to do with this program and turn it around in such a short period of time?
The enthusiasm. I mean, the guy's oozing with energy. You can only gravitate to it. Yeah. He'll get after you, but then again, he'll put to the side and really keep things calm and stuff. And again, that's where the coaching staff come in because they balance each other out and stuff like that. And then when you add an AD like Josh Whitman to the mix, it's a beautiful thing. It's a recipe for great success.
Now, you were in town this week, had a chance to go and watch a practice.
Yeah.
The media doesn't get to go. They don't have open practices, but I'm just curious to know how Brad Underwood runs a practice and what it was like.
Just like the games, no different. And the whole reason for practice, the whole objective, you want to make practice harder than the game. So you get to the games, you're like, this is it. This is it. So I think he's doing a great job of really creating that environment. The guy's mindset, the approach and stuff is extremely positive, and it carries on to the games.
Is there anybody that you've been particularly impressed with this year that might, be able to break out by the end of the year, or anybody that you think is doing good so far that maybe you didn't expect it to have?
I wonder who. Got to be Plummer. It's like everyone else. I mean, he's playing at a remarkable pace, great rhythm. He's making open shots. Him making those open shots, he's able to make, he's able to create and make tough shots, you know what I'm saying? And also him, the way he's been shooting, has been contributing to big wins and big shots, and just like we've seen against Iowa.
Sure. I know I asked you before the game yesterday who would win in a three-point shooting contest, if it would be you or Plummer. Does your mind change at all after watching yesterday's game?
Give me a week. I think then ask me that question and we go from there. Yeah, he's doing extremely well. Can be more proud of him, so hope he continue with the rhythm, continue going with it because we definitely need it.
All right, awesome. Well, anything else you want to share? What are you up to these days? I know you're coming off a long professional career playing overseas. What is life like? Maybe
it's been slowed down. I mean, this weekend was huge for us, obviously with our reunion team and seeing the guys, seeing the campus that looks totally different, but still beautiful. I miss this atmosphere. Always grateful for the fans, and also extremely grateful for the University of Illinois.
Okay, awesome. You can hear more from Cory and the rest of the 2001-2002 Big Ten Championship players on our website, WCIA.com. But that'll do it for us here on the first Sunday fast break of the season. Cory, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks. We're looking forward to having you this year.